All right, we're back here on Smells Like 90's Rock. Good way to
Jeez,
start
Todd.
that. Sorry. DJ Poor has arrived.
Very, very late.
It's all right.
My apologies.
It's all right. You lost track of time. Nothing wrong with that. And we had fun, though. Ollie stopped by, and we played a round of Cards Against Humanity. I don't know if you heard that, but that was fun. He won.
He won?
He ended up winning.
How does that work?
That's a good question. That's a question for the ages for sure.
How does Ollie win anything?
He wins
Can our next segment be that Ollie wins the Pulitzer Prize?
No, because that will never happen.
For his groundbreaking reporting on, I don't know,
9/11?
Rhythm and Blooms.
No, he would never win a Pulitzer Prize. No one in the right mind would give him a Pulitzer Prize for anything. I mean, he could cover the finding the cure to cancer, and they will not give him a Nobel or whatever you say.
Oh, come on, Ollie.
Pulitzer Prize. Yeah, Pulitzer Prize. No, yeah, that's a stone cold fact, people. I think anybody would that would hold up in court. He will not win any kind of award ever. Let's face that fact.
He might. Maybe one day when people aren't looking, especially the Pulitzer Prize committee.
People not paying attention. Yeah, that's for sure. But anyway, but we had fun. But I wanted to get to this. I tweeted about it after it happened, and I'm just beside myself and just pissed off. You remember how pissed off I got last week when you made the comment, when you mentioned, because I didn't know this existed.
Mad Max?
No. Well, it was related to Mad Max. You made the comment about how there is a rights activist for men out there, men's rights activists.
Yes.
That completely pissed me off last week that exists, and and I told my girlfriend about it, and she was pissed too. I mean, it's the dumbest thing we've ever heard. Well, on Thursday last night, I posted that segment to our Facebook page and to our Twitter page about us talking about it, and then all of a sudden, about maybe 30 minutes after I did it, I got a little beep on my phone. And then another beep
from a men's rights activist group, I hope.
Yeah. So I went to the phone, and sure enough, the official men's rights activist group. I don't even remember the name of it, but it has a male symbol as their profile picture. I thought that was cute.
Well,
followed Smells Like 90's Rock on Twitter and followed me on Twitter.
Even though we just strongly disparaged them.
They clearly did not listen to the segment, and that's what I said. That's why I tweeted out. I was like, clearly you didn't listen to what we were saying, but I could see how it was a little misleading because on the Twitter, you can't say as much on Twitter.
Right.
You can only get 140 characters.
Yeah. So many misunderstandings could come.
If you read our Facebook, I was extremely sarcastic when I wrote the comment about we discussed. I said you dropped a bombshell that there was a men's rights activist, and I was like, okay, at the end of it, and very sarcastic. But on Twitter, I had to cut a lot of stuff out. So really, I was just saying you dropped a bombshell that there was a men's rights activist group, and that's all the tweet said, and then the video link with it.
Sheila will be proud of you when she returns next week.
Yeah, right. So, well, they followed us right on Twitter, and exactly, they followed us on Twitter and Facebook, or not Twitter and Facebook. They followed both me and the 90s Show on Twitter, but I blocked them, so they can't follow us anymore. So I made them unfollow us.
Wait, so which group is it exactly? What's the name of the group?
I don't remember exactly. It was, but it had the words "Men's Rights Activist Group" within them, and the male symbol was their profile picture, and I read their bio or their little thing on Twitter there that says what they are, and it was something along the lines of to fight.
I'm actually gonna scan Facebook to see if I can find this.
It's not Facebook; it's Twitter.
Oh, it's strictly on Twitter. It's not on Facebook at all.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they're on Facebook, but where I'm talking about this happened was on Twitter. They didn't follow us on Facebook, but yeah, but something.
I think I found it. Is this it, Todd?
That's it. That's them right there. Yeah.
Wait, it didn't take me to it. I wonder why.
I bet they got kicked off. Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, granted, I am linked to the Smells Like 90's Rock Facebook account, but I wouldn't understand why that would. Come on, Todd. Let me see it.
I'm trying to find it.
Wait, here we go. I found it.
That's not the right. That's not the same one. I found it. Yeah, I think that one's it. Does it
have 10,000 followers?
Yeah, right. All right, so I think that one's it. I found one on Twitter, but it's not the same one.
See, their last post is a feminist woman wrote to us to tell us why she's no longer a feminist anymore after having to deal with the stupidity of other feminists on Tumblr, and they just post the letter that this person actually sent to them. So I don't know. men's
Yeah.
rights activists.
Yeah, I
I
pulled
think-
I pulled them up here too. Yeah.
I think one of the big things that they advocate for, which I think is actually fairly sensibly that they advocate for, is that oftentimes during divorce proceedings, custody usually goes strictly
Well,
to the woman.
No, I'm with.
and
Yeah, I'm with you.
you know,
there.
despite the fact if the man may be more attentive to his children, maybe more apt to try to seek education for them. And even despite all that, the custody rights may still go strictly to the woman. So that's something good that they're campaigning for.
I'm with you there, but
other than that, most of their blog posts are strictly anti-feminism.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
I cannot advocate. So
No, sorry, but yeah, no, I thought that was hilarious that that they followed us on Twitter. But sorry, blocked y'all. I'm not. I agree with the whole divorce thing, but no, I mean, women have more issues than men, so that they don't need an activist. Just like saying that. Obviously, this is like discrimination against women and feminism. Obviously, just like how people would say, "Oh, the Ku Klux Klan is just it's just an organization for white people, just like the NAACP."
No, they actively campaign against the interests of black people
against
and minorities.
the interests of black people and minorities, and I'm pretty sure that's what this does for women and feminism. So it's the same thing. It's a hate group essentially. And
hey, maybe we'll get a hate group to follow us on Twitter this coming week.
They can try.
Hate group, guys.
They can try, but I'll block them when it happens because I get the notifications of every follower we get on Smells Like 90s Rock and on the Hot Toddy page, and I will block them. And
what if we get like one of those like really grassroots conservative organizations to follow us on Twitter this week?
I might not block them. I'm not conservative, but I mean, again, unless they're like.
What if we get a militia to follow us on Facebook?
There are.
Yeah, brother, they're gonna take away our guns.
There are some hard limits, but no, I'm not going to discriminate against a political group. But if it was a Ku Klux Klan group, I probably would block them on Twitter.
I would hope, Todd. Block them. I will block them.
I would block them on Twitter or Facebook, any of them. I mean,
but you have to post like a picture of
I should have
something really offensive to their Facebook page first.
Right. Yeah, I should. I was just so pissed when I saw that last night that I was like, oh, I blocked them immediately, and I didn't think. Well, I should have taken a picture and posted it and how dare these people or whatever. I'm about to do that on our Facebook page now. Like, shame on these people. But yeah.
Oh, you're actually gonna post the Facebook group?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna post the link and say shame on these people because I'll do it right now. Hell,
Todd, come on, 10,000 people follow them, right? It's 10,000.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that they are against things that we're not.